top. I'll give you all that you need. I wanna see the sea, but amazingly, I'm too scared of water. Too scared of water. And I hope that one day you'll find me again. We can run to the top of the mountains. So if I took you back to the place where we first met, would you fall in love all over? Would you fall in love once all over again? So if I took you back to the moment you met me, would you smile like our first kiss? Would you remember when you fell in love with me? Far from here, away from curfews you have and all those things you hold dear. It would be stupid to throw it away, so let's get out on this boat and stop your crying for days. I wanna see the sea, but amazingly, I'm too scared of water. Too scared of water. And I hope that one day you'll find me again. We can run to the top of the mountains. So if I took you back to the place where we first met, would you fall in love all over? Would you fall in love once all over again? So if I took you back to the moment you met me, would you smile like our first kiss? Would you remember when you fell in love with me? Try hard. No, we don't need to be clear. We need our best thoughts held dear. We need escape from here. So if I took you back to the place where we first met, would you fall in love all over? Would you fall in love once all over again? So if I took you back to the moment you met me, would you smile like our first kiss? Would you remember when you fell in love with me? is make believe. I don't wanna turn around, 'cause all I can see is everything I want right now. Particles of you floating all around me. It's particles of you are here to remind me. It's particles of you. It's particles of you.
Now my baseline, Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Belong Arena Clash for today, the second week of the group stage, and we've replaced your regular broadcast commentators with the newest and hottest thing in all of Rocket League. The Eternal Joke and the Triple Bacon are here to take you through the last week of the Belong Arena Clash playoffs. Today, we will decide the final two teams who will make it through to the Insomnia 65 event and claim their overall trophy. Bacon, my man. Our compadres from last week have had a nice old time commentating those quarterfinals, but the semi-finals is where things get very serious.
When we're coming down to the serious business, winners from here today go on through to the finals at Insomnia. We got to get rid of the chump change that is the Eternal J and Digital Bacon. We got to bring on the big boys, and so that is why we're here. We have got two fantastic games lined up today, and of course, everything on the line. Big money, big prizes, and a big LAN event. Of course, if you're at Insomnia, make sure to come along and see it. But let's talk up the verses here for our first game anyway. London Lionhearts, my boy, the other Bacon's got that one right. Great team there. Going up against the Scotsmen of Clyde Claymores. What can you tell us about that, Jay?
It seems like this is going to be a fun matchup, to say the least. Certainly some very reputable names, although you will have to admit that the Lionhearts on their particular side, they're very experienced, and they were one of the favourites of the Digital Bacon and Eternal J combo. But you know, I think that the Clyde Claymores, they've had a fun little time. You know, they had a great sort of series in their first matchup. You know, they had a 4-0, for example, you know, they actually managed to take down one of the top seeds as well from their group stage. The Nottingham Arrows, in fact, was the top seed of that particular matchup. So, you know, they've already had a bit of a slight underdog sort of run so far. They've already had a bit of momentum building up into this week. And as a result, maybe the London Lionhearts might not have the easiest affairs. Although that being said, though, you weigh up those two lineups and you have to admit that even despite those mitigating circumstances, they are a very superior team.
Oh yeah, this is a real stacked matchup for me, looking at both sides. I'm going to actually be looking to Cloud of Lionhearts, probably the lesser known name on that squad, but that's purely because he has got to bring the heat with him. He's got to bring that roar for the Lionhearts. And the opposite side, when you look to Claymores, for me it comes down to shots. We talked him up before. His name says it all, and he has got to keep with the consistency. It's all well and good putting shots on net, but you've actually got to get them in the net, Jay, don't you? You've got to make sure that they are turned into goals.
Indeed, yes. I think we've seen a lot of teams struggle with over the course of the Arena Clash as well, you know, like just seeing a lot of the pressure that a lot of teams have brought to the table, and so far it's just not quite worked up to a lot of those goals. So there are some mistakes that can get ironed out, but I think the Clyde Claymores will have had enough experience to try and like turn that pressure into those goals and turn those shots into, you know, something tangible for them to take that victory overall. You know, again, the Lionhearts will have a bit of a struggle. But that being said, we talk about the Lionhearts and how you know, how pressured they are. Let's talk about the stories of some of these players. You know, Gfinity Elite Series subs and starters, and you know, various members around the community who have, you know, held some very decent results across the bubble scene. You know, this is a pretty good squad. You know, and you know, if you put them together and you put them into like an international tournament, I'd say they could do some damage. Yeah,
definitely. When you look at the Clyde Claymores, for example, two stars there, both Freecon and Calzafi, currently playing under the Team Shazoo name. Now, we've been seeing them shooting up and about all around in the European scene at the moment. So, of course, they have got a lot of name behind them, we could say. A lot of power in them as well. And Shazoo's been there since day one of Rocket League, right back, you know, during the first months. I can definitely remember some of the old OGs and that. I think it was O'Neill that set up that squad, actually, which... don't matter, let's side topic for this. But anyway, looking towards the London Lionhearts, Banana Man there, he's our boy. You know, I loved it at the previous LAN, you know, getting to talk to him and just the amount of fun that his team's having. That can be the real crucial thing here, is you can get bogged down with a lot of stress when you come into tournaments like this. Naturally, you're there going, we win here today, we got to LAN. We lose, we're out. We're done, dusted, and getting booted out the arena probably at closing time. So that LAN bringing all this fun, all the sort of spirit and morale to the team, that's what we're going to be looking forward to in London Lionhearts. And we saw him last week, 4-0 against the Tyneside Guardians. Just easy sweep, done and dusted they were with that side.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they had a very easy affair. They're probably going to have a, you know, they were one of the picks of our old compadres to go through to those LAN finals alongside the Portsmouth Pirates. So, you know, they certainly could be considered one of the 2 top seeds for certain. I'd say that's probably a decent argument to make. But as you say, you know, it only takes one good mistake to throw them out because this is a single elimination bracket. There is no second chances from this point out. If you lose, you're done. And that's, of course, means that you don't get anything by the end of it. You don't get a trip to Insomnia. You don't get to play on the grand final stage. You don't get a prize at the end of this one other than just, of course, the glory of being part of your necessary arenas. So, you know, the pressure is certainly on. And as a result, we're being forced to wait a little bit here. You know, I feel like we're being discriminated
rituals.
against. I feel like we're being punished here. You know, we've kicked out the Eternal J and Digital Bacon, and now we're suffering the consequences because they would always get this on form, but apparently they're too popular in the scene.
Deal with this.
They're too popular in the scene. It just doesn't make sense to me, Bacon.
Yeah, I'm definitely troubling here. Gremlins in the work and all of that. Looking to this lineup as well, though, Jay. If I'm talking about Banana Man, I can also talk about, you know, we've got Crow on that side, known definitely for the diss tracks that he's putting off, so definitely go look at that on YouTube. Just a little shout out for him there, of course. But Crisis at the same time, you definitely notice his power. And why are you giggling? Come on, give it out.
Nothing. Someone said something in my ear, so I'm gonna blame the production people for this. Okay. This would not happen if this was the Eternal J, okay? He would have demands, and those demands would apparently be met.
Well, that's because that Eternal J is a right diva, you know, a real drama queen.
Tell me about it.
That's the problem.
Absolutely.
Never work with them. That's the problem. Always more hassle than the worth.
Absolutely. Same with that Digital Bacon bloke. He's not that nice at all.
No, I found he's quite easy to actually work with. All you got to do is just pat his head, rub his tummy, and he's like a little sleepy bear. He'll go off.
Fair enough, I guess. Well, we are being told that it's not too long before they are ready to get started again, as we were saying. Very focused part of their own routine. They have to absolutely be ready for this one because, again, as you were saying,
insight actually because we were talking about Banana Man earlier. His little pre-game ritual is actually to find a bar, like near enough a ceiling rafter or something, hangs upside down like a bat. It sends all the blood to the head, and apparently that's what gives him his powers.
Is that true? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Would I lie to you? Would I make something up on the spot? Would I do just a cheeky little bit to start off a broadcast? No. We are serious here, and that is such a serious attitude. Near enough sending all that blood rushing to your head just shows the dedication he has to this tournament and, of course, his team.
Indeed, yes, dedication all across the board. So when these guys are ready, we can jump straight into our match of the day here. Certainly, I would say that would be the match of the day. Could be a very interesting affair. Actually, to be fair, both semi-finals could be a pretty fun sort of time, I think, here, Bacon. There is certainly room to breathe for both sides. Certainly some opportunities to pull the upset. You know, like the MK Enigmas and Portsmouth Pirates could go down one of two ways. Yep. Certainly arguable in that particular regard. But for this first match, though, I've got to ask you, I've got to push for your predictions. I know that Digital Bacon is a very big Lionhearts fan. I know that we've already talked about how they probably are the pound-for-pound favourites. But tell me from your heart, what do you think that is?
Well, I think it is going to be London Lionhearts. That Digital Bacon is a smart bloke. He knows his stuff. But this is probably going to be a Game 6 or a Game 7 scenario. These two teams of real high quality should go up against each other. And even then, Clyde Claymore's coming out with a victory, you wouldn't be surprised at all. Because it's almost like a, 55-45 split between these two teams. So it is so close between them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'd agree on that particular front. Lionhearts to take the victory about 4-2 on the on the scoreboard. I think that probably be one of the. It probably is arguably a safe prediction. That's probably one of the easiest sort of predictions to make. Excuse me. But that being said, though, what do you think the chances of a Claymore's upset probably is?
Like I said, there's a strong hint to it, and it does come down to that team chemistry, essentially coming out from both Calzafi and Freecon, like I said, always playing together at the moment. So they should be able to just link up together. So if any sort of massive bounce of pressure gets put on them, like I expect the Lionhearts to put in straight from the get-go, they're going to be able to take the game and essentially just relax a bit, go, okay, how do we break out a defense? And it's that sort of team chemistry they've got together, which can be the massive point right now, because they work together, they talk it out, and they can improve and adapt during a game. You don't get that so much for a team like, definitely I would say at the earlier parts of the season you would definitely get this, was teams that have only just come together for the Long Arena Clash, and they don't know how to communicate with each other. They might know of each other naturally, of course, because these are all known names throughout the scene, but they've never played together, and so they don't know how each other ticks. Now they do, and they're all working like fine clocks, you know. They're all together and they're making a lovely little tune.
But on that particular note, you know, you mentioned how two of the Claymores players obviously were playing together in a team outside of the Belong Arena Clash. So therefore, you kind of talk about their own chemistry levels. You must argue that there is a certain level where the chemistry is higher than that of the Lionhearts, being a team of 3 players who haven't really played together at all prior to the Arena Clash. You know, they may have shared some scrims, shared some ranked games, for example.
Six mans quite largely,
six mans and all those sort of scrimming services. But I don't think they've ever really played together as an official team until this particular point here, Bacon. So, you know, you've got a question, is that going to be a small card in the favour of the Claymores, or is that just going to be still over-surmounted by the boys?
That's essentially the big plus to the Claymores. Like I said, mechanically, skill-wise, it goes to the Lionhearts, but that team chemistry is definitely all on the Claymores, and now it's their time to shine. Banana Man spawn that lovely TSM decal, all black and blue. He's going to be so serious and down to the point with this one.
He's already back in the defensive on the back of a pretty successful kickoff for the Lionhearts. The Claymores have the offensive pressure put back in the orange half. Good shot from Freecon. Crow will be able to take it away as Cloud booms it back downfield. It's Kelzafe getting it over to Shots. Cloud comes forward with the challenge, misses that touch, but Crow tees it off. Great dribble up against the first and the second to the backboard for the second man to come forward. Good shot coming in from Banana Man, but in the end it's taken away by one good challenge from the Clyde Claymores. As Calzafe goes up high at the challenge again for the midfield control, but Cloud continues that pressure coming in for the Lionheart side. Freecon will get it back over to that midfield eventually, but for the most part it is just pretty sound back and forth play at the moment.
Yeah, and that's what we expect to see at this point. It's generally just high-level Rocket League, is you don't just show all your cards straight away. You've got to prod your opponent and see where they're weak, and then make calculations from that. It's all analysis, Jay.
Calzafe and Freecon now back on the counter attack. Crow will tee it up inside that box, challenged again by one player on the part of the Claymores. A demo coming in from Shots as well. We're going to try and take out some of that backline. As Freecon challenges Banana Man off that backboard. Crow goes up high, but challenged again by another player. Now Freecon here on the offensive pressure, challenged again by Cloud this time. And Crow and Cloud playing off the back of each other. Pass out towards the mid-centre, down the centre line. The ball will be played out here. Banana Man with an awkward defensive, and fortunately for him, no one's going to be there to punish it. So he can adjust for the Freecon shot, and in the end, Freecon will not be able to get the goal in. So pretty back and forth. Good sequence up here. Chance for dunk down for Shots, but it will be taken away by the Lionheart side. So good stuff being posted again by the defensive, but it is starting to crack a little bit. Claymores with a lot more pressure. Shot in, point blank. Good touch from Shots and Freecon, and Shots will get the assist to the goal.
And naturally, this is also a little bit about the chemistry of the team I was talking about. Cass Alfie getting right out there, and he's talking, communicating to Freecon. Linger, stare around that box and get just a cheeky little pop shot in. That's the first goal going to the Clyde Claymores, but that's definitely not the only one of this series or this game. Nearly a response from the Lionhearts.
Backboard play, Shots tries to get it out of dodge, but Crow's going to continue that pressure off the sideboard. Bounce back off the ceiling, pass it to Cloud. This could be a fantastic sequence, but Freecon inserting himself and now gets back off to the backboard. Banana Man with an awkward clear. Crow comes in with a better defensive of his part. Calzafe is there to receive it, passing the Shots again. The team chemistry, the team play of the Clyde Claymores coming up to fruition as all three are getting involved with some of these goals. As Crow comes in, back passes to Banana Man. Freecon just about challenges the ball here towards that midfield. Cloud will come in with a touch of his own right, but again, Claymores just dealing with the pressure that has been a little bit light from Lionheart. You know, they've had a lot of aggression in towards that blue half, but not really able to turn it on towards a good shot on target.
Yeah, and interesting here as well with Crow subbing on in for the Lionhearts, but this is a good sub to have. Of course, the winner of I-63, Jay. So that's a high caliber player to just willy-nilly sub in. Don't blame him for doing it in the semi-finals.
Well, Crow, nice clear away on the part of his opponents. Calzafe challenges on towards him to the backboard. Crow can't get that touch in. It's Shots perfect opportunity, but Banana Man blocks it. Calzafe with the recovery. Cloud with a save, and Freecon comes in to try and punish, but he misses his shot. Shots one more time for the dunk down opportunity, and Crow this time will come up with the save. Good stuff posted again by the Lionhearts. The Clyde Claymores will have their control in the blue half, so they can hold the defensive, keep that lead intact. London Lionhearts They've struggled to turn this pressure. You know, we talked about it in the pre-game, turning the pressure into goals, and surprisingly so as well. Clyde Claymore certainly holding their own against the superior favourites in this one. Calzafay challenges, bounce back off the sideboard into the centre line. Cloud will come up with a shot, and it will not be saved. Too far back in the net for the Claymore side. It's 1-1.
All stem from this hit here from Crow, shadowing his teammate Banana Man, and then just being able to get that knock towards centre. Cloud can put that away. I'm not going to say easily because the target was just such a small area, that far left of net, but he knows how to put them on. 1-1, 1 minute 30 remaining. Could nearly go 2-1 there. Crow preempted, but he's causing pressure.
Off to the backboard, Calzafay there to receive it. Free cut with the overall breakaway, and Cloud will be there to receive on the other end of the field, so no trouble, no bother for him. Gets that 100 in the midfield. Double commit there from Banana and Crow, but overall gets it back over to the blue half regardless. A Banana Man with no boost will attempt to continue the pressure. Can't quite make it happen. Crow will come forward. Cloud again lurking in the back lines. 2 players to deal with, and Freecant will keep that in the midfield. May even tee it past Banana Man. Banana Man gets up high, gets it out to Cloud. Chance to shoot right here, leaves it for Crow on the right-hand side. He's nowhere to be seen. Cloud will come back in. Crow will eventually get this off the backboard, but will not be able to turn it into a goal again. 40 seconds on the clock, and the Claymores currently are holding their own here. 1-1 still on the board, so overtime will be up for the first game of the day here. As Crow goes up for the dribble, tries to leave it back down. Good defense by Freecant, takes it away just about. Banana Man to the backboard, leaves it for Cloud in the centre line. Eventually, Calzafay and Shots will get it over to the orange net. Again, bouncing off the backboard. Again, very punishable. A pass infield, a sweaty goal, but it will be taken away by Crow. 15 seconds left on the clock, and the Clyde Claymores are back in their own half one more time, again holding the defensive, and it looks like overtime is on the cards here. 5 seconds to the countdown. Shots will get off the backboard. Crow will try and dunk it into punish, but in the end it takes over to the corner. Another good challenge again, tries to leave it on the floor, and Cloud keeps it alive for the moment, but not for long.
And that's how we kick off the semi-finals with an OT. Super strong stuff coming out from both these two sides, making sure to give us not only the entertainment factor, but all the tension and all the skill they can put with it. It's still a little bit slow of them, but again, this is a very low-risk style that both these two teams are playing. Super close to hitting the mark there.
Well, backboard plays tee away, and it will be cleared away by Freecant as well. I thought no one was back there, but Cloud fortunately is. He's been great on his defensives, recognising when danger is abound and getting into the orange half successfully and efficiently. It's Cloud once again. Challenged by Shots, gets off the sideboard. Banana Man misses huge time. This is a chance right now for Shots. He gets it past. Freecant with a shot at the backboard. Opportunity now for control, but in with it, a fantastic chance wasted on the part of the Claymores. And while Calzafay will still shoot, this is dangerous. Second chance right around now. Good bomb! And Crow cannot handle that one. Shots with the final goal. You highlighted him in the pre-game, and it's a 2-1 game on the board for the Clyde Claymores as a result.
But still, Calzafay there, not only with the setup, but that bump, Jay. That was what was most important. And like I said, this team chemistry that Claymores are able to put through, this is what is important, and definitely it's showing getting them that first game.
Yeah, absolutely. I loved it. You know, it looked so efficient there from the Claymore side. You know, such a good defensive being posted on both ends of the field. Got to give credit to the necessary defensive elements. You know, the whole team on the part of the Claymores, and Cloud for the Lionhearts. In the end, it came down to one good bump play, which was actually pretty impressive as well. You got to admit, you know, like when you come in with such a solid defensive being posted up, you kind of have to force the issue, and that's exactly what they did on the part of the Claymores. Perfectly done to close out the game.
Yeah, but this is why, again, when you look at that first game, this is going to be a Series 7. You can feel it. After all the 4-0s last week, we did get 1-4-1 between the Enigmas and Harriers. We saw that. But after all those 4-0s, this has definitely got to be a Game 7 matter. We're yearning for it here. Yeah. I bet you guys are at home as well.
You already said 4-2 on the prediction. But to be honest, I could see this going a little bit further than that, especially if the Claymores keep posting up shots like this. Great stuff from Shots off the kickoff. It's Crow there with a defense, and Banana Man with the breakaway back over to the blue half. Set up again for Shot to try and dunk it down. Still punishable on the part of Calzafay. Will tee it off the crossbar, higher the crossbar. And in the end, Freecant just can't quite beat Banana Man Man to the offensive play. He goes back on the counter attack and shots to tease it up, trying to beat out Cloud, and actually successful against him. And has got to be successful against Crow, mostly so. Freecon can come in with another great opportunity. Double commit might open up a chance for Cloud. Indeed, he booms it back downfield. Shots here, double
good follow through.
Is a fantastic follow through indeed. First on the ball for London Lionhearts.
These are so much harder than they look, because you got to think you're pinching it up against the wall, and you're essentially trying to get that second and, well, even third touch, essentially, to put that in the net. Brilliantly done by Cloud to get that initial touch to push it over and then be able to drop it into the net with the front of his car.
Shots. Freecon, good tease off. Again, opportunity for Freecon to take the dribble, but Banana Man puts it out of contention. Calzafay back into the center line, but Shots commits too far, and he couldn't get the shot in. Crow with a big clear, as you mentioned, and Lionhearts go 2-0 up in the first 60 seconds.
And that comes down to just a team little breakdown. You can see Clyde Claymore's very good in their attacks and their build up there, but when they're on the defensive, especially when they're downfield, they can struggle. There was just a little bit of a hiccup, a man too far forward because they were too overconfident in themselves. The Claymores, they've got to call off their heads now. It's only 2 OJ. They can come back from this. And you can see they've got the willpower to do it.
Shots is looking on form right now. Look at that great control. Oh, almost out-faked it, almost bumped under the player out, and that would be a hell of a way to get the first in for the Clyde Claymore side. They're starting to spool up here in game number 2 as Calzafay gets it off the backboard. Freecon leaves it for Shots. Nowhere to be seen. He controls the midfield, controls the boost. Good challenges from him again, keeping them all in that orange half. And the demos to follow through as well will keep it going as well. Freecon getting Calzafay, Cloud, out of the way. As Freecon challenging Cloud, puts it over to the corner. Banana Man comes up with control. Shots again off the backboard all the same. And Freecon will try break away towards that midfield, can pick up that 100 boost. Cloud will get it over to the other end of the field one more time towards that corner. Challenged again, on target for the part of Cloud. Crow at the midfield once again. It's Shots to pinch it off to the sideboard. Again challenged by Crow. Again put over to that backboard. So Lionhearts having the majority of the pressure here in game 2, and so far it's working for them.
Yeah, but you look for the last minute, how the Claymores are just handling this defense, right? They're moving it off left and right. They're not trying to clear out to center. Calzafay nearly with the caster's curse. They did end off of that. This is why you don't clear down center, is because it just reaches a man in the middle every single time. Banana Man being able to read that, and this is why he hangs upside down, Jay. This is why. Triple Bacon knows his stuff. If you hang like that, all the blood goes through your head, and then you can pull off something crazy like that.
Have to pull off something crazy again for the London Lionhearts side. 3-0 so far in this second game. Shots going to try and turn that around though. Claymore's yet to score as we approach halftime. Great pass as well from Banana Man. He doesn't need to score. He can set up the lyrical hitman himself. 4-0 for the Lionhearts side, looking dominant as anything right now.
Yeah, and a great little push forward, like you said, just being able to set that up. Crow with the pre-jump. You got to remember, that ball's all, he's already up in the air before the ball's been hit. They're on just such a great wavelength. They're all on the same frequencies here.
Banana Man pass back to the centre line. This is actually kind of exploitable. Shots, no boost, great control. Opportunity for Freecon to chip it inside, but it's saved by Banana Man as he comes up, passes out towards the centre line. Crow going to try and take it away. Calzafay passes back to Freecon, actually gets it to the sideboard as he controls, trying to go for a flip reset, fakes the first man. Opportunity for Shots, but again, it's going to be taken away by the defensive line of the Lionhearts. Now Crow with the dribble, up towards the likes of Freecon. Also Shots following through here on the defense. Good fake against Cloud, beating up Banana Man already here. Crow will come in with that final challenge, which will disrupt the entire play for the Claymore side. It's Calzafay up, Freecon to receive it. Cloud again into that corner, but it's down to the mid-center line. Freecon up, pass back to the backboard, miss out from Crow. Actually gets the touch in, so Shots is not allowed to shoot the score.
No, but Calzafay keeping the pressure going. Nice little in touch there from Freecon. Ball wide from Calzafay. A real crucial moment there as the time is just ticking away that bump. But luckily, Banana Man back. 1 minute 30 remains, Jay. 4 goals to get. It is not impossible, but it is growing ever so much harder for the Claymores.
That's so frustrating as well, because that looked like such a good touch and go style of fake play, and in the end it just didn't quite work out due to one missed touch. They had the defensive entirely baited.
Nice
In
little
the end,
build
just
up.
too far wide. Build up is coming through again on the counter attack, but every time they hit that backboard, Lionhearts have got a good read on how Claymores are playing, and as a result, they can get the clears. Counter attack back in over to Crow, pass back into the center line. Cloud a chance to score, but in the end, Shots and Freecant will break away on the offensive line, get back over to the Lionhearts half of the field, but immediately a clear comes in from the Lionhearts side, and with 60 seconds left to go for the Claymores, you must imagine that this game is probably going to be a lost.
Well, the big problem there is that the Claymores are leaving little gaps in their attacks so that the clearances can come through. They need to just spread out a little bit more and don't get so far forward on their attacks. You can see here, out to the side, unlucky touch from Crow because he wanted to put it into a dribble, but they're always able to see these little holes in that wall that has been set up in the midfield, and they can get past it.
30 seconds, tee up, Shots, well, Calzafay trying to bump out Crow, Shots couldn't get his shot in, Crow with a double touch chance, almost forced the own goal from his opponents. Banana Man will get demoed out, 2 demos in against Cloud as well, and Crow getting bumped out of the way. He will just stall for time, that's all they really need to do here for the Lionhearts. There's 10 seconds left on the clock, and you must imagine at this stage it's probably not going to work out for them. Calzafay shoots towards the crossbar, but that is as far as they look to go here for the Claymore side. A 4-0 game 2 for the London Lionhearts puts the first game on their board at 1-1 at game 2.
Yeah, all squared up, everything going along to the script. Let me check. Yep, everything going along to the script, as we say. So, all on road to game 7 like we want.
Potentially. I mean, well, this is the thing, right? You've got to compare the game 1 and game 2 to each other, right? And the game 1 was very, very solid from both sides. It was very back and forth affair. Very few mistakes being made by either side. But as you say, in game 2, small gaps in the fence being left by the Claymores and the part of their offensive, committing too far forward, allowing those quick clears to come in from the Lionhearts,
But that will be patched up coming into game 3. You know it, Jay. You know these players. You know that they're able to see that themselves. They would have taught during that break, and they're going to say, right, we're going to change up how we attack. Instead of us all 3 going up, let's try and leave one man a little bit further behind. So don't expect the wicked fast build-ups like they've been pulling off so far. Expect it to be a little bit more slower and metaphorical.
Cloud to Crow, trying to slow things down here for the Lionhearts offensive line. Not quite as fast and aggressive for their part this time. But the clears coming through regardless on the part of the Claymores. Oh, big miss from Freecant. Calzafay there to recover. Very well played! That was not, though. That definitely was a big mistake on the part of Freecant.
I would absolutely hate to be Freecant in this situation.
Jeez.
They happen every single time. Like, for anyone. This is not just, a rookie bronze mistake. It happens to the pros. You always see it, and you just got to be able to look at it and go, right, that happened. Let's get a goal and redeem it.
It's like a slight misposition issue, isn't it? Like, literally, it could happen to anyone. You're not exaggerating that. The fortunate thing, the thing you need to focus on is the fact that Freecant actually was able to recover from his mistake. Calzafay in with the pass, the demo in on Banana Man, no one in the net, and Freecant there receiving that pass and shooting. We're back to square one at 440.
Poor squish banana right there. Hate to see it.
Oh, Banana Man. And that's almost like a really dark sort of image you want to put into people's heads, Bacon. Like, that's not a nice sort of...
I don't know what you're talking about. This is just a wholesome game of Rocket League where you get demoed and you're back in 3 seconds.
Well, Crow in, Shots, control up into the midfield, off to the backboard. Great shots!
Lovely.
What control! Beautiful stuff. 2-1 on the board for the Clyde Claymores, and the stand-up man stands up for his side once again.
Well, like I said earlier, this is the lad that really has to show off for Clyde Claymores, purely because the other two know each other. Shots is the odd man to the team. So what's he got to do? Be that amazing striker, and the other two can focus on defense. But Clouds one-upped him. Anything you could do, I could do better, he says.
From the orange half straight to the blue, beats the first. Freecant's been beaten as well, and nothing Shots could do about that. London Lionhearts equalising just as quickly as the Clyde Claymores. Absolutely insane. A 2-2 on the board here. Game 3 certainly seems to be delivering, Bacon. It's Crow to the backboard, Freecant up. Good challenge by Crow. Will keep it away from their control for the moment. Backboard plays once again. Calzafay out towards the midfield. Cloud will be there to receive it. Freecant booms it back downfield. Or tees it up at least for the moment. Crow in, control out, again shots challenge, 50-50 as Lionhearts continue the pressure in that blue half. No breakaway chance allowed for the Claymore side. Meanwhile, the shots keep coming in for the Lionhearts as they do finally concede a little bit of control to Calzafay and Freecon, and here they go to the backboard, chance available. Banana Man with one, good 50-50, that's all they need.
Be careful here though, look at Cloud, he's going for this double touch, can he do it? No! Just wide, unfortunately there. Good little bump from Banana Man, means this is going to be tricky to get off the backboard. Cloud, too indecisive for that attack though, Jay.
Back down the other end of the field, shots there with the clear. Calzafay with the midfield control. To readjust against Banana Man, they get a couple of feet as a result of that for the Lionhearts side. A blocking from shots, and Calzafay loses out that 50-50 to the next Lionhearts defender. Eventually, Banana Man booms it back on target. Shots will be there for the save. And Freecon with a redirect chance, tries to take it into the net box. In the end, can't do so. Calzafay with a very slow dunk down. And Crow with control. Shots there again with a 50-50 into the corner. Freecon with a shot of his own right, and Banana Man there to save it and defend it before he even reaches that net. Calzafay into the corner once again. Banana Man up off the backboard. Shots there to clear it away from the backboard. Now no setup here for the Lionhearts.
Worry-filled Claymores here though, Jay. You'll notice all these shots are pop shots on net. Nearly coming through from shots himself. But they're all just trying to get the biggest, hardest hit towards net, and it's actually breaking down because it's leaving these breakaway opportunities right now, like Banana Man going to try and hunt this down. It's a brilliant read out to center, but Cloud blocked out. You can see the difference there in build-up coming out from the Lionhearts.
Shots to the midfield. Crow, nice open net. Mostly, actually, Calzafay gets back in time. And now it goes over to the orange half. At least that's what we think, because it goes back on the crossbar on the part of Banana Man's shot. It is taken away eventually by the Claymore side as Shots tries to aggress alongside Freecon. He's got plenty of boost in the midfield. Trying to take it away from the Lionhearts if they do get that midfield control. But Crow with great control of his own right.
Oh, he's going for
past the first man, not past the second. Couldn't read onto Calzafay's position. And in the end, the Claymores will hold a decent defensive one more time with a breakaway in towards the box. Not going to happen. Again, Lionhearts rotating appropriately, defending their backline.
Interesting scenario here as well. Cloud will want to chase onto it. Ooh, nice didn't block. Have the boost to get high enough.
Yeah, Freecon recognising that danger. Unable to allow Lionhearts this time. 60 seconds on the clock. Cloud again to the backboard. No one can clear it, but he can't position his car correctly either. Has to take it to the corner as Banana Man controls of his own right. Again, Banana Man with another good challenge for Calzafay with a boom back downfield. Crow with a miss. To the backboard it will go one more time. As Cloud challenges, Calzafay comes up, passes to the centre line. Everyone's been baited on the part of the Lionhearts. And finally, the stalemate is broken as the Claymores take the lead.
After such a long wait for a goal, it's finally delivered. And it comes down to Clyde Claymores throwing aside their old ways. I said was a problem, Jay. That just pop shot at net mentality, and they go with a nice, clean little team play like that. Maybe that's the mind games that they're setting in. They're trying to, like you said, bait their opponents in. It is definitely looking like it's working. But Lionhearts have 30 seconds now to reply.
The ball on the line for a moment there. Good control from Crow and Cloud. Banana Man going to try and disrupt the ball's path on the part of the Claymores, but they will get it back to that orange half regardless. Shots with a miss. Crow with a dribble. Cloud to come up and try and boom it back downfield. He's bumped out of the way. Calzafay there with the defensive. But 10 seconds left. Banana Man and Crow both missing the ball. That's precious time wasted. They haven't got those seconds to spare as the Claymores try for another good shot. Good 50-50 back over to the corner. Freecon's just got to let this hit the floor, and he will do so right there. Claymores, an impressive last few seconds to game number 3. They're going to take the lead in that game and in the series 2-1 now. And what the back and forth affair we may have just found ourselves in, Bacon.
Like I said, the script's quite good. We'll have to give those, it's all coming along to plan. We'll have to give the monkeys in the back a few more bananas. Hold the mans.
Well, Banana Man has got plenty of bananas to spare. That much is certainly, he's called Banana Man for a reason. And it seems like his warm-up tactics, as you were mentioning earlier, have started to work on his part. So credit to him and credit to the boys over in the Lionhearts. They have again held a pretty close game. But I will stress again the comparison between game 1 and 3 and game 2. Dominant game 2 from the Lionhearts, bit of a struggle from game 1 and 3 for the Claymores side. So, even despite the fact that they are taking
down
the
to
leads.
Lionhearts, if they see a hole, a mistake, they will just keep pounding it. In that game 3, you didn't get as many mistakes. Like I said, the problem was actually just those pop shot mentality they were putting on, which doesn't actually hurt them in the defensive. Their defensive was a lot stronger after game 2. We'll have to see in game 4, do they try and put a little bit more pressure on the attack, which will give opportunities in the, counter-attack for the Lionhearts, or are Lionhearts going to come out with a new strat?
Ooh, big miss from Freecon. You would have thought that would have gone on target, but not to be this time, fortunately enough, for the Clyde Claymores. Freecon demos out Crow. Banana Man with control into that box. Taken away by Calzafay as Crow goes up twice. Up for the chance here against shots, and in the end, Cloud will try and dunk it down. Freecon takes it away. 2 players on the back line able to defend it for the Lionhearts side. And teed off and available for either team to take it. Good 50-50 from Calzafay. Gets it over to the back corner. Shots into the centre pass, but cleared away by Cloud as he goes back over. That's on target. That's a second touch! And that's a great counter-attack from the Lionhearts.
So this was just a massive surprise. Cloud going up for this is more just mere presence. You would expect defenders to get that. They thought they had more time. Cloud came in a bit faster than they were expecting, and so to be able to get the touch, because he was merely going up to just hit the ball. He wasn't really looking for a goal naturally. So as he got up there and realized, wait, I'm going to be the first to this, you'll notice that quick little redirect on his car where he essentially just adjusts it with an air roll really quickly. That is good sight from the lad. And Banana Man trying to hit that underneath, he wanted to be able to quickly get a flip off on that. That's him getting cheeky with mechanics.
Down to that midfield again. Calzafay takes it from the blue half. Shots there over from the corner. Double commit there from the Lionhearts side as Cloud comes up and bounces over once again. Calzafay control up, flick past Crow, gets it over to Freecon. He tries to get the flick past Banana Man. Good tee off to the backboard, up to Calzafay to take the shot, and Banana Man's again beaten out. Shots a little bit mispositioned though. A fantastic sequence of offensive from Claymores. May still get recovered. Freecon with a slow chip that no one expected on the part of the Lionhearts. Claymores once again going to equalise the score.
From that angle, Freecon, that is absolute stones on the lad to attempt it, and good that he did, of course. No one expecting a shot from there. Normally that's just a pound it into the corner, and if you are getting the shot anyway, you're trying to put above net for a third to come through. Big power behind that one from shots, but Cloud, he holds fast.
Look at Calzafay though, he holds dribble. Good flip reset opportunity. Oh, it almost goes in as well. But Crow there with a defensive, a recovery chance for one of the Claymores players to strike forward. Calzafay will still strike back in from the centre line. Cloud will be there to defend it once again. As once again it goes over from shots. Banana Man's there to come in with a rotation, and he will be the defender this time. It's Crow now in the midfield. Calzafay tees it past him. Freecon in the corner, 56 points of boost to carry it forward. Sets it up for shots, who Cloud is able to disrupt again. So no trouble for the Lionhearts at this moment. They will not concede that lead as of right now. Still completely tied up here as we approach halftime. A bit of a breakaway chance for Banana Man and Co, but Freecon's got a dribble that is denied again at the last hurdle. Still a chance, recover for shots? No, not to happen this time.
Yeah, but look at that. The defense is now wide open. They're so lucky, Claymores, that Banana Man didn't have any boost there. He's still trying to linger about, and I don't know why. Calzafay's super deep. Good stuff from Cloud to keep it alive. 1-1 J, 2 minutes 15 remaining. Still so much anyone's game, but you got to be looking at the mentality for the Claymores. 2-1 up in the series. If they take this, they move on to series point.
Oh no!
Couldn't get high enough.
Couldn't get low enough. It bounced off the crossbar, and the second touch didn't come in either. Now it's a breakaway chance. Very dangerous stuff, but Calzafay with the bicycle hit gets it away from contention. Now shots with the dribble. Flick past one. Almost challenges onto the second. A Banana Man Freecon also coming up. A Banana Man wins out the fight against him as well. Calzafay again to the backboard. Teed off by Crow as he disrupts that ball's path. Freecon into the centre pass. Shots a little bit too far back. His positioning here in Game 4 has not been as amazing as it has been throughout the series. But the pass in from Freecon and Calzafay again brings that team play up to fruition as they take the lead again.
1 minute 32 remaining though, Jay. One goal just splitting these two teams. The Claymores now need to go and find a 2-goal lead. They cannot hang on to just a single goal. Otherwise, they're just going to be in defense the entire time. They're going to have to get it quickly. Otherwise, Lionhearts are going to give them one hell of a minute and a half now of just attack, attack, attack.
Shots in again to the corner. Pass into Freecon's position. Great bump, but it does throw him off, so he can't take the shot. Calzafay gets it back over to that orange half into the corner. Block out from Cloud. Freecon there to try and punish it. Shots to take control. Dribble. Pass one potentially. No.
It's slow down play. He's letting his teammates get boost and hold that midfield line. It's really clever.
Well, 60 seconds on the clock. Backboard play. Chance for the aerial from Freecon will not go well. Cloud Goes up and controls, pinching it over to that corner. Again, Calzafe's there to receive it. Challenged again onto Crow's part. And Cloud will be forced to fall right back. It's now Shots this time to dribble. Off the backboard. Oh, he gets the double touch as well.
Dirty double on this one.
Massive stuff to put the 2-goal cushion in for Clyde Claymores. 42 seconds for London Lionhearts to recover. It's not looking good.
That redirect in the air to be able to reposition himself over to the right is just absolutely nuts. Shots living up to expectations. Crow, oh, not just the wonder sub yet.
Cloud going up once again. Freecon dribble up the 30-second marker. Tee off, Shots with control, trying to beat out Banana once again, out towards that midfield. Calzafe will tee it back over to Shots' position. Crow with a back pass to Cloud. Cloud gets it out towards the blue half again, inside that midfield control. For 15 seconds for Lionhearts. They've got to get a goal and a kickoff right about now. As Calzafe goes to the backboard, Cloud will try and disrupt it from Shots, but it's not good enough. The counter-attack needs to come in right now, and all three players are in the net. Cloud will control into the midfield for the moment. Freecon will flick it, and that's as much as he needs to do. Claymores 3-1 in the series. They are on match point here, Bacon.
Scary times.
Scary times indeed. We said London Lionhearts were going to win this one.
It's all down the story. I told you, you've seen that script. You know, it's all
If that was
Lionhearts.
a script, then why did you predict 4-2 on Lionhearts?
I said it's going to be either a game 6 or a game 7. I said it can go either way, and it's going to be a super close one.
No, you predicted Lionhearts.
Just
Have we got a replay of
semantics,
that? Have we got a replay of what he predicted?
At any rate, it's fine. Lionhearts can pull it off because Twitch chat, I know you guys at home, you're going to be putting all your energy into that Twitch chat, and you are definitely going to be trying to bat Lionhearts because even if you do want the Claymores to win, you want a game 7 even more. We know it, so let's make it happen. Let's show the support for both these teams, really. But Lionhearts, they're going to need to take it the whole way now. They've got to do 3 in a row, and it's on Neo Tokyo, the best pitch in the game.
Easily the best pitch in the game. Can Clyde Claymores finish it off here, though? Or will we have to play on for another game? 3-1 London Lionhearts to take 3 in a row, to take control of this series and move to the grand finals of Insomnia. It's Calzafe over to the midfield. Crow will go up and over to that backboard, trying to get a receive in against one of the other Lionhearts players, but Shots will put it back over to that corner. Banana Man again tees it up and over. Should be received by Freecon, no trouble. Crow goes in over to the corner. Bounce back, point blank chance for Shots. Able to read it and able to take it away.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that sort of ball to be played into the centre, so no one's going to be close enough to put that one away. It's heartbreaking, Jay, there, because you want to just be there. It's so close to the net. Just get it across the line. But that demo's massive. But Cloud, he's even bigger. He's a big boy. He's been hitting the gym. He's making them gains. He's getting in the way.
The dribbles, the offensive plays from Claymores, kind of getting shut down by the Lionheart side. As Crow tries to bust a line in the back line. It's so far working, or not. I thought for a second that was going on target, but fortunately it's way out wide to the right-hand side of that particular net. As Crow comes in, good tee away from the follow-up. Banana Man in the back line, though. Cloud's got to rotate. Big demo. Calzafe with a bit of an open net. It goes off the post, and Cloud is able to clear it away. Again, back down towards that blue half. It's Freecon with his own control as Crow goes up and over to the centre line. Shots will be able to deny.
And this right now for the Lionhearts is just trying to get the ball to stay in their opponent's end. You'll notice how they're very low on boost, and they just essentially need to buy ground. So it's all a possession game for them. This is no longer just a slugfest. It is all about the mind games of Rocket League.
Banana Man passing to Crow. Pass back to Banana Man. That almost went in as well. Freecon with a clutch save at the very last hurdle for the Clyde Claymores. But still, London Lionhearts are not done yet. Bounces back to the corner. The pressure keeps up, at least for the moment. Finally, Freecon and Shots with a clear away. Cloud pass up to Banana Man. Banana Man, a big mistake. A big backflip, as you say. It costs them dearly, as now they have to continue to face up against the pressure of the Claymores as Shots continues off the sideboard, back into the box. Cloud will be able to take it away for the moment, but they need a counter-attack. 2 minutes and 30, it's still zeroed out. Chance available again for the Lionhearts, but a double commit from Shots and Freecon pinches that way out of dodge.
Yeah, and Cloud again, just with a light little touch. 0 boost though. What is he going to do on rotations? That's a double commit. I don't know if Crow was called into that. It's all looking very scrappy for the Lionhearts right now. They are starting to get a little bit nervy, Jay, and I don't like to see that.
Cloud challenging, doesn't quite get a touch on the ball, but forces a mistake from a Claymore's player. Crow goes in, 30 points of boost. Free can't back down. Cloud tees it up, and Crow here with a chance available. Over to the corner. Calzafay with a breakaway. Banana Man with a shot. And Freecant thought he was doing the world of work by taking out Cloud, but in the end, it works against them. The gap has been made, and the first is scored by Lionhearts.
The big one there actually comes out from Cloud going in and attempting to demo Calzafay. He didn't get the demo, it didn't matter though, because Calzafay had to stop on the spot and so couldn't get back to net in time. 1 minute 45 left. Lionhearts have to stay ahead. Big whiffs there, but it's all covered by Cloud. Cloud really bigging himself up right now as he is holding this team together, it seems.
Stepping up on the level and making sure that the London Lionhearts do not lose this lead. Still challenged by Claymores over and over again. Banana Man was controlling Cloud, his chance to shine, but taken away again by another Claymores player on the defense. Clear away,
no.
Crow's the last man back, but Cloud again rotating as appropriate and making sure that nothing comes through of it. A great flick as well, but Freecant able to deny it, and shots off the sideboard will counter-attack for it. Lionhearts really trying to style away on the Claymores.
Christ, I remember like, oh no, that's not going to be a runner. Banana Man's going to have to do... What? Oh, keeping that out. How on earth do you do that? But I was going to say, Freecant, I remember playing against him, say, 2 years ago or so, and just how much this lad has developed. He has continuously been on the grind, and it is paying off.
40 seconds, shots off the ceiling, pinching it away alongside Freecant, but that works to the favour of Lionhearts. Set up a great aerial shot for them. Banana Man will take it up to Crow. Good pass. Oh, just taken away by Calzafay. Banana Man with one final shot, and there you go. That should seal the deal on game number 5. Lionhearts, 25 seconds to try and stay alive in this series.
You can't deny Lionhearts have been better on the attack throughout the entirety of this game, Jay. They've been putting on absolute crackers. But that defense from Claymores, just take a bow. This could have been a game which was easily 5-0, but their defense has just come in so clutch. They're going to be able to take that mindset through because they've still got the upper hand. Even with this loss in game number 5, they're still going to be up in the series. Oh, Crow feeling a little bit left out. It's going to be Cloud once again to clutch it, and that definitely secures game number 5 for the Lionhearts.
What was the thing we said a little bit earlier? What was the thing that I said a little bit earlier? Every single Lionhearts victory is confident. Every single Claymore's victory is a little bit of a back and forth struggle. In this one, a bit of a mix of both, but once the Lionhearts got going, they did not slow down. 3-0 here in game 5. And that will put us at 3-2. It's not so far gone anymore, Mr. Bacon. Well, still match point, of course, for the boys over on the Claymore side. But London Lionhearts, you know, coming back from their deficit, coming back from the back line, and now they are starting to look like maybe they might still contend this.
But they've still got to do 2 in a row. That is a massive ask, especially when you look at how Clyde Claymores adapt and change after a big loss like that. I say a big loss, it was only 3-0, and that was right up into the mark, but it is just so close in the fact that all came down to Lionhearts putting pressure upon pressure upon pressure upon pressure upon
the backboard.
There you go. They keep the attack going, and if you don't allow it to stop,
sorry,
there's no hope.
You caught me off guard there for a second. I was like, what? Hold on.
I was really looking for pressure, but you know, you're a special kind of kid, Jay.
Shut up. Cloud in for a shot over towards that corner. But in the end, it's taken away by the defensive of the Clyde Claymore side, who break back away to the orange half of the field. Calzafay beaten out by Crow again over to Cloud. A great pass as well! And the Lionhearts turning things up to 11 for Game 6. They won that Game 7, and they won that spot on the stage.
What a setup from Crow, and the big important one here is when you have got 2 players going up for the ball, because Crow would have followed through and been able to get that touch, probably pinching it to the ground and putting a very close shot on that. Defenders have to bet between 2 options, and it is so hard to do. Crow being able to put this above. Good stuff from Calzafay to keep that away, and a nice aerial dribble off to the side, no doubt, to be able to bear hug that ball and keep it safe.
Banana Man and Cloud, both on the offensive line. That was a shot on target that would have gone in if it wasn't for shots. Banana Man, big miss from his part. Demo in from Crow, but that allows Calcifer to come forward and come in with a play of his own right, trying to challenge on the second man here inside that box, but not going to happen for him. Crow again off the sideboard, looking for his flip reset, but Freecant will be able to deny. Freecant will be able to keep the lead intact, at least for the moment, for the London Lionheart side.
No,
although
I don't know what happened here. Actually, I do, and we're going to break it down for you right now. Look at this turnaround from Banana Man. No, he should have kept going back to net. He was worried about Freecant back there, looking for the bump, looking for that demo play, which we've seen from him before. And so he thought, no, I've got to turn in and challenge this, because if I go back, I'm just going to get smacked away with the Fly Swatter. And unfortunately, it's the wrong decision, but Cloud, this looked way too easy. Straight and true to the corner. You don't have to overthink it sometimes.
beautiful setup as well for Banana Man. A great challenge off the kickoff. And Lionhearts, just as soon as they lose control of the lead, they gain it right back from the Claymores. This is going to be an uphill struggle for the Clyde side. Crow try and make it an even easier affair for the Lionhearts. He sets up Banana Man here for the shots there to defend it. Calcifer bumped out of the net, but no one can come in for the Lionhearts to punish that gap in the fence. Crow will still go for his shot, a fantastic angle. They are looking poised and amazing, and right now they're in position to recover against all the setups that London Lionhearts might miss, but Freecant with control. Banana Man there with the deny. The midfield is so far claimed by the Claymores.
A little bit of a mistouch coming from Freecant there. Calzafi doing good, but
did they just own goal?
They just own goal. That's the second one from Lionhearts. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, jeez. This Banana Man, why?
What a banana.
Really? Is that the best you can come up with?
I only just realised that as well.
2-2 on the board. Freecant and shots off to the backboard of the orange half one more time. It's Crow. Challenged again by shots, demos him out. That ball's once again going back over to their end of the field. Cloud will fortunately be the man that goes up and over to that midfield. Freecant off the sideboard. Banana Man into the blue half, into that corner. It's Crow going up off the ceiling. Bounce back inside that box. It's shots. It clears it away. Banana Man and Cloud, both on the back line, will be able to get it out of the way again. By Claymores can't set up the counter attack, can't set up the counter pressure either. It's Freecant in the defense. Out there to recover. Demoed out by Calcifer. Should allow shots, enough room to breathe. But it's back to the midfield, taken away from the blue half.
Yeah, but the big one now, oh, that block coming in was big from shots. The attack will still continue. You can definitely see they're wanting to gain that ground again. But I don't actually know in that case why there wasn't a man towards the center to be able to read it. Good stuff from Cloud, but that bounce, not what they want. A brilliant shot in, but Crow, near enough. It was signed, sealed, and delivered straight to his feet.
Oh, but Freecant off the backboard. What a great double touch. Shots for the recovery. He misses. And Crow can take control now. Three players in his sights. No boost in his tank. And no one can recover. So he goes back to regular play. A great opportunity for the Clyde Claymores, wasted away on their part. Certainly could have taken the lead. Certainly could have put the final nail in the coffin in this series for the London Lionhearts. Calcifer sets up shots. They're going to go for another attempt. It's taken away by Banana Man, so no opportunities there. Still, Calcifer shoots to score, and Crow saves to take it away.
Yeah, but look at this build-up in pressure coming out from the Claymores. They've got all the boost. They've got all the opportunities. They just have to strike on those chances. You look at Lionhearts, a nice hit to get out into the blue half of the pitch, and now they have to just try and strike. Bananas in front of net. But that is not the touch he was hoping for.
And Cloud's got no boost as well. The ball's head directly in his path. Crow will challenge. Shots will take it over to the orange half one more time. Very dangerous ball. Big double commit. And a big mistake cost by the London Lionhearts. 3-2. And the Claymores 60 seconds away from going to Insomnia.
Rookie mistaking it again. We were talking about earlier. It comes down to that pressure. Comms, you just got to be the one to shout, I've got it, louder. Don't care about who else is in the Belong Arena at this point in time. Rocket League is all that matters. A shot on net, a proper bang down from the crossbar, and Calzafi could have just secured this for the Claymores, who now just have to hold on for their dear life. 54 seconds remain, Jay. 2 ahead, the Claymores.
4K. 4-2. As you say, 2 ahead for the Claymore side, the Lionhearts. This will be a comeback of a lifetime if they can make these next 2 goals work, but you have to work hard for it. Banana Man, big miss on his part. It's Crow with control in the midfield. Dribble it out towards that corner, bounce back into the box itself, taken away with the likes of Freecon, who's not going to miss that shot. So coming in with a shot over to the backboard for Banana Man. And get it past Freecon, but will lose his car for it. It's over to Freecon one more time on the part of Calzafe. Banana Man, loads of boost on his part. Crow demoed out with the likes of Freecon. Shots coming in with a shot. No one's in the net. Oh no. That probably is going to be the final nail on the coffin this time. Clyde Claymores a 3-goal lead, virtually unrecoverable with 20 seconds left on the clock.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm crossing fingers on both my hands and the toes on my feet for this. 3 goals, 20 seconds. It has been seen once or twice before, but you don't expect it to happen again. London Lionhearts, you can see they are defeated from the way that they're moving about on the pitch. They know this is the end of their tale. They know this is the end of their journey, and what a journey it has been for the Lionhearts. But here, Claymores, the lads from Scotland, are going to be the ones going on further. They're going to have to book themselves a train or maybe even a plane down from Scotland, and they're going to be seeing us at Insomnia.
Indeed, yes. What an upset as well. You know, we came into this saying there's 2 teams that have the potential to make it to the finals. Well, not all they have the potential, but there was 2 teams that we said were the favourites to take it in there. And that was the Portsmouth Pirates and the London Lionhearts. And we'll take a look and
Oh my,
the underdogs are out in force today. 4-1 for the Enigmas. As the favourites, the top seeds of these brackets, they're out.
That is it. Enigmas taking down Pirates earlier on 4-1. So, we have our finalists, Jay, confirmed. It's all there. The ink is just drying off over to the side. At I-65, we're going to be seeing Enigmas face off against Claymores. That's Milton Keynes going off against Glasgow.
Yes, what a showing today from the Clyde Claymores. A shame we couldn't get to watch that Pirates match, but in the end, it is what it is, and we have found the grand finalists. I am actually kind of surprised and stunned. The storylines, the potential match we could have, the potential match we could have had is now gone away, but this new one could be even more interesting, Bacon. So, big stuff coming through from them. I'm happy. I'm excited for Insomnia. You definitely don't want to miss that much, my friends.
No, but definitely you don't want to miss the semi-finals going on tomorrow night. It is going to be Overwatch, so make sure you tune on in. Same place, same time, 6:30 BST for that, as they will be bringing you all that action. But for us, that is it. We are done and dusted. I have been Digital Bacon, joined in this little lovely commentary booth by the Eternal J, and we shall see you at I-65 for the grand finals. Toodles.